And welcome back to Power Lunch. I'm Robert Frank. Billionaire hedge funder Ken Griffin set 3 records for real estate buying last year, and now he may set another one, the most expensive penthouse flip in Miami. Now, Griffin purchased the top 2 units of Faena House in South Beach last year for $60 million. He planned to combine them to create the ultimate bachelor pad, but now he's selling them instead. They are listed for a combined $73 million, so that would be a $13 million gain on his flip. That's if he sells. Now, he's not commenting on why he's selling, but people close to the deal tell me he just had too many projects going on with a new $200 million apartment in Manhattan. And in Palm Beach, he's got $120 million worth of land that he's building out. And he's happy with his main digs in Miami, which is a 2-story mansion in the sky at the Setai. So, too much real estate.
Wow. Let's see if he's going to be able to sell it. Sam DeBianchi joins us right now. She's the founder of DeBianchi Real Estate, and you do some of the big high-end deals in Florida. Is he going to be able to flip this that quickly with that much of a price gain at this point in this market? Tough.
It's going to be tough. I mean, you know, generally speaking, in the luxury side, you're looking at price gains of 3 to 4% annually. This year, we're definitely going to see that slow down. Obviously, Ken has a whole different plan because even at 4%, I don't see where those numbers make sense. He actually overpaid for that property by $10 million. He paid over $10 million asking. Now he's at 73, and he split it into 2. So it's the actual penthouse, which is 55, and then technically the lower penthouse at 18, which doesn't have the pool and the panoramic views. You know.
Right. Now,
so
as a broker, you're being very kind. Let's just put the numbers out there. In South Beach, prices are down 19% in the 4th quarter. You've got inventory now 2 years worth of inventory. Normally, inventory is like 6 to 9 months.
Right.
So you've got tons of stuff coming on the market in Miami. Prices are going down.
And plus, Brazilians can't buy nearly as much because their currency's weakened, et cetera, right?
Foreign buyers have gone down by about 10%, but at the same time, there's a lot of uncertainty globally. But with uncertainty, a lot of people also want to move their money, and the U.S. is still a safe bet. So I don't know. I mean, when you're looking at $73 million, that's a whole different type of buyer.
You're suggesting there's a big flight capital play if it turns into, he can actually sell it.
I mean, I hope he does. It's going to help. It would
be great for
everyone. It's going to be phenomenal.
What do sales like that, Sam, do to a market? Do they move the entire market, or is it literally just a one-off kind of neat thing to talk about?
In my opinion, it's more of a one-off. I mean, that's the $73 million.
All the sellers raised that. All the sellers looked at that 60 that I know in Miami and said, well, if that worth 60, my place must be worth 45. So everybody adjusted up when they saw that sale. And so it's really an outlier, fictitious price. So I think reality's got to set in Miami.
Right. And I agree. And it's funny because when he first bought it, he said, oh, well, this is, you know, it's better to have a Miami oceanfront property than gold. And I'm going to have this place for my family
until it's all underwater.
Right. And so now I'm wondering, well, what was he thinking, you know? So,
well, maybe what you do, and I know Ken a little bit, I don't think you would do, I'm just saying, like, you know, buy 50 smaller condos.
Right.
Then wildly overpay for one big condo. It lifts everything up and sell your 50.
If you can.
Don't do that at home, kids. I'm not recommending that strategy. I'm just saying if you had that much money, you could do something like that.
How many properties are like this available in Miami? I mean,
there's not many.
5, 10?
There's probably 10, maybe.
But Michelle, you know that Miami's always been the tip of the bubble. Like when it starts to crash, that's the leading indicator of the broader housing market. And I think we're starting to see, we saw in the 4th quarter some decline in sales, some weakness.
I remember being there and seeing all those cranes and thinking, wow, it looks like Beijing.
It's a state bird of Florida, the crane, C-R-A-N-E.
There's still opportunity, whether it's Miami or you go a little bit north. I mean, the last time I was on the show, I talked about how the Miami Condo King, you know, related group, they're moving up. They're moving north to Fort Lauderdale, and there's opportunity there. I personally have actually the largest penthouse in Fort Lauderdale with 12,000 square feet, under 500 a square foot.
And how many?
So that
you
right
do?
On the sand.
It's your place?
Yes,
her listing.
That's my little plug.
That's her listing.
Oh, that's not where you live. I was like, good grief, I'm in the wrong business.
When she makes all her sales.
Like, Sam, I knew you were doing well, but good for you. Good grief.
Wow. All right, good discussion, guys. We'll see how Mr. Griffin does with his sale.